probably use only can in English, but smart English speakers or native English speakers use another powerful word, that is could. And trust me, this one word can make your English sound more fluent, more polite, and more advanced instantly. So today I'll teach you how to use could in real conversation with easy examples and funny dialogues. Hello everyone, welcome back to Be Self-Made. My name is Santosh and I am a public speaking expert, and in this video we are going to learn a super powerful word, that is could. Because many learners get confused in these topics like how to use could versus can, could have, and could for past or present. But after watching this video, your all confusion will disappear. So watch this video till its end without skipping any part, because I will also give you common mistakes and practice sentences. So without more delay, let's start this video. So what does could mean? Basically, could is the past form of can. But that is not only use of could. So basically could is a modal verb and we use it in different ways. Like for past abilities, for polite requests, possibilities, suggestions, imaginary situations, and could have. So let's understand them one by one. I have learned English communication by my own, and I can share my experiences how I learned spoken English with you. And in this journey, you can support me by liking this video and subscribe this channel. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. Number 1, could for past abilities. So it is the very basic and very important use of could. As you know, could is the past form of can. So it is easy to understand that we need to use it where we are going to explain our ability of our past ability, right? अपने पास्ट में हम क्या कर सकते थे, किया नहीं है बट क्या कर सकते थे, क्या बन सकते थे, क्या कुछ हम उस टाइम पर ये कर सकते थे, तो उन सकता था, सकती थी, सकते थे, इस जगह पे ये पास्ट एबिलिटी वर्क करेगी. यहाँ पे आप could का प्रयोग करेंगे. And there is a structure which you need to follow. could के साथ में verb की base form आए. Because बहुत से लोग confused जाते हैं क्योंकि could एक past form है, could past form है can की. So most learners क्या करते हैं, could के साथ second form या third form use कर देते हैं verb की. But that is wrong. So what would be the structure? The structure would be subject, could, verb की base form. For example, I could swim when I was 5. She could dance very well. She could not afford a car. My grandfather could speak Urdu. That means they had this ability in the past, because they are telling their past abilities. अभी नहीं कर सकते लेकिन पास्ट में कर सकते थे. So basically just related with the सकता था, सकती थी and सकते थे. There you will use could with the base form of verb. So आपको structure याद रखना बहुत ज़रूरी है, because ज़्यादातर लोग mistake यहीं पे करते हैं. For example, you can ask, could you cook when you were 10? But if you are asking to me, only Maggie. Number 2, could for polite request. So this is very important, because native speaker often use could to sound polite. Because if we compare can versus could, so could sounds more polite than can. For example, could you help me? Could you open the door? Could you repeat that question? Could you give me your pen? Could you help me with my homework? So now you can compare. Can you help me? Versus could you help me? Which one sounds more polite? Yes, of course, good. So use could for polite request. So number 3, could for possibilities. Right. We also use could for possibilities. Means कि ऐसा हो सकता है, शायद ये हो सकता है, ऐसा हो, जरूरी नहीं है कि होगा, बट हो सकता है, देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी. जैसे कि आज बारिश हो सकती है, नहीं भी हो सकती, सो देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी कि हो सकती है. सो यू कैन से इट कुड रेन टुडे. अनदर एग्जांपल्स, शी कुड बी बिजी, this could change your life, he could win the match, or you could like this video. Suppose you saw dark clouds in the sky, so you can say, take the clothes inside immediately, it could rain today. And after a few minutes, sun shines everywhere. It happens, and nowadays it is happening. Part 4, could for suggestions. Yes, could can also be used to give suggestions. Usually we use should to give suggestions. For example, you should buy an electric car, you should go bicycle, you should join this class. So should also be used to give suggestions, but could also we can use to give suggestions. How? We will learn. Should means चाहिए, आपको ये करना चाहिए, आपको ऐसा करना चाहिए, आपको ये ऐप ज्वाइन करना चाहिए. बट कुड आप ये कर सकते हैं, आप इस ऐप के बारे में सोच सकते हैं, आप इलेक्ट्रिक कार से जा सकते हैं. सो वी आर गिविंग द सजेशंस, बट एंडिंग वर्ड इज चेंज्ड हियर, मींस सकते हैं, राइट. सो देयर इज अ डायरेक्ट रिलेशन ऑफ कुड विद सकना. सो आप ये कर सकते हैं, ऐसा कर सकते हैं, ये ऐप आप ट्राई कर सकते हैं. तो इन दीज काइंड ऑफ सेंटेंसेस यू कैन यूज कुड, राइट. तो कुड ज़्यादा बेटर लगेगा इंस्टेड ऑफ शुड. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू कुड ट्राई दिस ऐप, वी कुड गो बाय ट्रेन, यू कुड टॉक टू योर टीचर, यू कुड स्टडी हार्ड. So as you see, could sound more polite than other direct advices. Part 5, could versus can. Now this is a big confusion. Let's understand where we should use can and where we should use could. So there is a little difference. Can and could. Can is informal. On the other hand, could sounds more polite, right? Can shows presentability, what you can do right now. Could shows past ability too. Can is little direct, it sounds direct, but could is little softer. If you will hear could instead of can, you will feel that yeah, could is little softer than can. Try to understand. In the ability, if we are telling our ability and we are using can, I can swim, that means I can swim in the present, मैं swim कर सकता हूँ. But what if I want to tell my past ability, so I will use that I could swim when I was 6, or I could swim when I was younger. So this is the difference. While requesting, you can say, can you help me? Or you can also say, could you help me? So which one is more softer, more polite? Yes, could. And if you are talking about possibilities, for example, you are saying that it can rain today, or it could rain today. So what is the difference in between these two? Can be used in general possibilities, means there is certain possibilities that it can happen. For example, accident can happen, yeah, it can happen, it is general. Or mistakes can happen. So these kinds of things, for these kinds of things you can say can, you can use can, right? So where the possibility is more general or factual, there you can use can. But could is totally depend on the possibility. It could happen or not. It is uncertain, hypothetical situation. For example, it could rain today, or he could win the match. So there is a two possibilities that we can use could. So can happen, possible in general, could happen, may be possible in this situation. Part 6, could have. Let's learn an advanced structure. Could have plus past participle means verb ki third form. So just remember, just keep it in your mind that you have to use V3 with could have. And where we use these two, where we are telling about our past possibility means जो हो सकता था, past में ऐसा हो सकता था, हुआ नहीं. It is an imaginary situation. So in that imaginary situation, for example, I could have won the match. पर मैं मैच जीत सकता था, जीता नहीं हूँ. So you can say I could have won the match. Or she could have called me. वो मुझे कॉल कर सकती थी पर उसने किया नहीं. We could have missed the train. हम ट्रेन मिस कर सकते थे लेकिन हुई नहीं है, मिल गई है. You could have told me earlier. तुम मुझे पहले भी बता सकती थी. So that is a hypothetical situation where it is not in real. So basically it shows any missed opportunity, regret or possibility in the past. So in a situation where your friend has failed an exam, you can say you could have passed that exam if you studied harder. Part 7, imaginary situations. This is a proper hypothetical situation where the things are not real. It is in our imagination. So we can use could in imaginary situation. So these sentences basically are conditional sentences. It is based on any condition. For example, if I had money, I could buy a car. अगर मेरे पास पैसे होते तो मैं कार खरीद लेता. So this is an imaginary situation. This is not in real. Or if she practiced daily, she could become a singer, right? Or if we leave now, we could catch the train. Okay, so there is a condition. So in these kind of sentences, every sentence is start with if. These are conditional statements. So this is very important because conditional statements are very important if you want to become fluent in English. Now we will talk about common mistakes. What the common mistakes learners do. So mistake number 1, I could to swim. This is incorrect. The correct version is I could swim. We only use V1, the base form of verb after could if you are using it in present. So you need to use base form. So remember, use V1 with could. Mistake number 2, he could went there. But the correct version is he could go there. Why? As I told you that with could we need to use V1 only. Mistake 3. Could you can help me? No, this is wrong. The correct version is could you help me? Because if we have used could already, so we don't need to use can again because could is the past form of can, as I told. I hope you are understanding this video and also want to practice sentences. So now we have reached in practice section. So In this practice section, I will give you few sentences in Hindi and you need to translate it in English. Because I told you each and every usage of could, so you can make sentences correctly. So listen me carefully and try to translate it in English. Okay? So sentence number 1, मैं बचपन में बहुत तेज दौड़ता था. Now your turn. Yeah. So the correct sentence would be, I could run very fast in childhood. I hope you made this sentence correctly. Okay. Sentence number 2. क्या आप मेरी मदद कर सकते हैं? Your turn. Very good. The correct sentence will be, could you help me? Sentence number 3. आज बारिश हो सकती है. Your turn. Very good. It could rain today. Sentence number 4. तुम मुझसे बात कर सकते थे? Your turn. The correct sentence would be, you could have talked to him. There we used could have and V3. Remember? Sentence number 5. हम ट्रेन से जा सकते थे. Your turn. The correct sentence would be, we could go by train. Excellent. If you are understanding this video and finding it informative, please like this video and share it with your friends. Let's have a quick review what we have learned today. So today we have learned how to use could for past abilities, usage of could for polite requests, could for possibilities, could for suggestions, how to use could have, the structure also, could versus can, and common mistakes. If you understood all the concept, now your English will sound much more fluent and natural. And comment below, what could you do when you were a child? If you enjoyed this video and learned something, don't forget to subscribe this channel and like this video and share this video with your friends. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye and thanks for watching.